Be warned, this video will contain spoilers. Dexter Resurrection Episode 7 is one of those rare hours of television where you feel like you're watching Dexter completely shed the skin of who he used to be. There's a sense of danger and liberation in the way he lets his dark passenger roam free, and the result is the brutal elimination of the Gemini Killer. It's shocking, it's messy, and it's undeniably the kind of bold move that shows us Dexter isn't playing things safe anymore. Disguised as Red, he keeps his mask on around Prater and Charely, but the cracks are starting to show, and those cracks are exactly what make this episode so fascinating. What really elevates this installment is how much of Dexter's history bleeds into the present. The show takes Prater's tragic reveal about his parents and pulls us right back to one of Dexter's most infamous memories, Harrison soaked in blood during Season 4. There's this haunting parallel that makes you realize how much Dexter has carried through the years, and how much Harrison has unknowingly inherited. Then there's the brilliant moment where Dexter opens up about Brian Moser, the ice truck killer, only to end that confession by jamming a broken wine glass into Gareth's twin's neck. It's gruesome, yes, but it's also deeply personal in a way that connects his present with his past in a way only Dexter can deliver. The tension between Dexter and Prater, and then Dexter and the Gemini twin, produces some of the best sequences we've had so far. It's not just about moving the story forward. It's about layering it with callbacks and nuance that reward fans who've been with Dexter since the beginning. Watching Dexter kill in broad daylight, and then somehow still walk away with Prater's trust, is the kind of audacity that makes you realize this version of Dexter isn't hiding behind the mask anymore. His confrontation with Batista practically confirms his identity as the Bay Harbor Butcher, and that alone sets the stage for a showdown that feels not just inevitable, but necessary. Even when Dexter takes a risk with Detective Wallace, approaching her after her lecture on the New York Ripper, it feels almost reckless, but also thrilling. He's no longer the careful predator of the past. At the same time, Harrison looking into criminology and potentially pursuing law enforcement is such a perfect twist of irony. It echoes the family cycle, but with the added complexity that Harrison has already killed. And yet, Dexter's feelings for his son show us a different side. He admits that even if he's emotionally deficient, what he feels for Harrison is real and unique. That kind of vulnerability is almost uncomfortable because it breaks away from the icy mask we're used to, but it also humanizes him in a way that deepens the entire story. And then there's Batista. His scenes with Dexter are loaded with tension, and that surprise, "Hermano," line carries so much weight that it felt like Doak's ghost was right there in the room. Batista knows who Dexter really is, and the fact that the two are circling each other now makes the final episodes unpredictable. We all know Dexter's code wouldn't allow him to kill Batista, but if Batista threatens Harrison, could we see a shift in the rules? Could Dexter justify it as protecting his son rather than indulging his dark passenger? That moral tug-of-war is exactly what keeps this series sharp and gripping. The final car scene says it all. Dexter threatening Batista and then driving off into the Manhattan night while Angel tracks him with AirPods is the perfect blend of old-school cat-and-mouse and new-era recklessness. Neither man is backing down, and it feels like one of them isn't making it out alive by the end of this season. Dexter's transformation into someone more ambitious, reckless, yet still tethered to his humanity through Harrison, makes Episode 7 an incredibly rich, layered installment. So, what do you think? Has Dexter's evolution made him more compelling? Or do you miss the cold, calculating version of him we first met years ago? And do you think Batista will make it out of this season alive? Or is he destined to meet his end at the hands of his old friend? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'm really curious where you all stand after this one.